they want to do a little recap from last class. I got feedback that some people are not clear about what we did in the last class. So I'm asking now, like, if you do not, how many new people do you have today? Apart from 3 of you. They're not new.
Last week for the first time,
No, like, today is your first class. So we did data science, methodology last week. For those of you that were in class last week, like, what did you get, or do you have any questions from last week? Hello, those of you that were in class last week, do you have any questions? Okay, let me explain something. Moving forward, you guys have to give like feedback, like real-time feedback. You don't understand, you understand, because going forward it's going to get harder, and if you don't talk, I can't help you. So we're touching data science methodology. So despite recent rise in high computing power and data access, our ability to make sense out of data is either lost or not maximized. Like, some people have this data and don't know how to go about it, or they don't ask enough questions to get the right data. Are we like, can I continue?
Yeah.
So like, this methodology, like I told you guys the last time, like, was from this IBM data scientist John Roden. So he came up with this methodology that we'll be teaching, and he has been in IBM for like a while, so he has like a very huge. So I'm going to be fast about it, run through everything. First, like, understand what is methodology. A system of method used in a particular area of study or an activity. Like, tell me when you don't get it. Did you get it? So,
okay, guys, the thing is this. Someone designed this methodology, right? So there are different methodologies, but the funny thing about all these methodologies is that they are always saying the same. Check it. Maybe just changing, they were just changing the languages that they use and all that. So, but the reality of it is that it's actually the same process. So I've actually gone through this slide, and I saw that they used a nice example, the example of cooking something in the kitchen, right? So, but this time around, I know he has taught it in class, right? But I want us to like go through it one by one. But just have what you have in your mind is that picture of how do I cook, right? A particular recipe. You guys understand, right? For those of us that were in class earlier today, so we discussed the differences between the data scientist, the data analyst, and the data engineer, right? So, but who in class as at that time can tell us the difference now? So you guys have forgotten. Okay, let's show someone I'm sure of. The lady I wanted to give 10,000 naira notes. Okay, help us. You don't need to stand now. I'm not a lecturer now.
Maybe I'm a student. Sorry. I can't help it. Data science, a data analyst is someone that investigates analyzes it and visualizes it, and I think he's done there. Then a data scientist goes further by bringing us insights and knowledge and how to apply the analysis to real world and give advice to the involved stakeholders on what to do.
So we all understand that.
That's engineering.
Data engineer. So data engineer looks like someone who performs this ETL where you extract data, transform data. So there are guys that build data architectures, move data from one data source to another data source, data feeds, right? And all those data manipulation. So basically they prepare the architecture to receive data and provide those data to the data analyst or data scientist for visualization of the insights. You understand that?
I heard what she said. So I want to ask, what would be the difference between, based on a definition of data science, what would be the difference between data science and data scientist and business intelligence analyst? Business intelligence.
I don't actually know what the difference
I used to
is.
do about, I read about business intelligence about more or less like you have to analyze the data and then bring out insight and information for the business.
So the funny thing is that I still mean
And the thing about business intelligence,
I'm hearing business intelligence
it
analysis.
used to be, from what I've read, like it used to be the name that is called before. You know, the name like evolves like every time. They come up with these names.
So to next year. So but this is just the basic concept, right? And then like my brother has said. So in Nigeria, I can see one person doing everything. Right? So but if you find yourself in a company that tells you that you should do everything, so a DBA should be collecting, a well-experienced DBA collecting, or data engineer should be collecting maybe 400 per month. Data scientist, 800. So just add everything together.
What about data analysis? How much do they collect?
Data analysis, yeah, maybe around that 400. So just add it. So you should be collecting it's per month, 1.2, 1.4. And then you are going to do everything. Are you know, we are workaholics. Yes. So now we'll be going through this flow. So we are saying that first you have to understand the problem that you want to solve, right? And then, like we said, the data scientist is there to solve problems, to get insights from data, right? Ask questions and answer those questions based on the data that is available to you, right? So we are going to be looking, so the first thing, right, is to understand what you want to solve, right? Then you choose an analytic approach that you want to do. And set up your data requirements, data collection, and then we'll see all that as we go. So we are moving fast. It's just revision. Everything here was done last year.
So if you don't get anything along like,
so just put it in mind that you want to do, right? So it's that input. So the business understanding is this. What is the problem that you are trying to solve, right? So now, if you wanted to cook, so I like this word, Ekoriru, since I heard the word, that name, Ekoriru, is it a So now, as you wanted to cook a particular recipe of Ekoriru, already you have defined the problem, right? Let's say, Ekoriru is in general, everybody uses Ekoriru, right? But you found out that you went to maybe, which popular restaurant you go to? Mama, there's no Mama. Mama Cass. Exactly. So you went to Mama Cass one day and then you ate one of Ekoriru, right? And it was so sweet. You get? And then you were like, I have to eat there. I have to find out how these guys are cooking this like Ekoriru. I have to find out. Already you have defined the problem, right? You need to find out how to cook their Ekoriru. Do you agree? Right? So that's the first thing. You have defined the problem. So the business understanding says getting clarity around the problem to be solved allows you to determine what data to use. Okay, so now we have said we need to find out how they make their economy. But now, when you tasted it, you're like, she put money, she put pepper, she put account, she put sugar, she put tangy. You get? So now that's like your data. You get what I'm trying to say? So all those spice that she used to make there for you is like your data that you are trying to gather, right? So it's the problem is like giving you an idea of, I'm already giving you, the problem is giving you an idea of what kind of data you should use, right? So it said, loading in, this one's an English. Establishing clearly defined questions. Okay, clearly defined questions. Like we already said, what kind of things did she use? Why is it tasting like sugar instead of salt? Why is it tasting like sugar instead of sugar? So that's the business understanding. The next thing is the analytical. So, how can you use your data to answer questions? How can you use the recipe that you have, the spices that you have put up your head to cook the economy? You understand? Let's see what it says there. So look at this as your model, right? That's this analytical approach. So if you ask them for you, I'm bringing all these things from so if you ask them for you, and you found that it was dry, right? You'd be like, that means they probably fried it or something. I don't know. Maybe they should fry it. No, you get my point. So that's like a model. I have to fry it, right? Or there was water inside. I have to steam it. Or it's charcoal. I have to roast it. So that's what happens at this phase. So you select the best analytical approach depending on the question that is being asked, right? Then you seek clarification in order to know the best approach, right? So you have to clarify. Is it that they actually fried it or they removed the steam? This is the extent that water was not more remaining on the inside. Once this has been this problem, once the problem to be addressed is defined, the appropriate analytical approach is selected, right? So there are three basic models that you can use. The predictive model is you're trying to predict from the data that you're already. Classification is you're trying to say it is either this or this binary classification, either A or B. Then the descriptive model is like what do they call it? Like a recommender system, right? Where you're recommending what it should be. Based on describing it based on the data that you have. Yes. So we still get this one. So then the next thing is data requirements. What are the data requirements? What are the things that you need to get this for you started, right? Are you getting it? And somebody's not getting it. Can you hear? Who's not getting it? You don't know. So which part of it?
Since when? Wow.
Which part of it?
No, wait. Since when did you not get them?
Huh? Yeah. You get everything. But that's where I stop now. Oh, is it diagram you don't understand? The definition.
Or describing description, prediction, and classification.
Oh, okay. So just leave that for now. So, predictive models is you want to predict. Classification is actually kind of prediction, right? So, for classification is the ability between two classes. So, for instance, the popular classification problem is cancer prediction, right? Or spam or not spam. So it's either an email is spam, which is depends on how you want to email them. You say spam is one, so it's either 1 or 0. Spam or not spam. It is cancer prediction, it's either benign or malignant, right? Predictive model is you're trying to predict that. So look at it as your tree models or your regression model, where you're trying to predict based on data that you have.
Like the housing example, trying to find out price. Yeah.
Descriptive model is you're trying to describe. So look at you can say Jumia, right? So Jumia will give you recommendations based on the kind of person you are. So it has described you and then it's able to give you recommendations based on the kind of person you are. You get it? So I can move on. Isn't that what's in my response? So what are we looking? So data requirement, I mean, what was done during data requirement? So see the other book is said. So the data scientist needs to know the ingredients, to know which ingredient is required. So how to sort and collect them, how to prepare the data to meet the desired outcome. So at the point we were eating the Eforiro, there were so many things that were in your head, right? It has to be Google, it has to be Sendly, it has to be Quality. Like you have so many things, right? But it can never be everything, I mean. Certainly you are a concussion person, right? So you can never be everything. So you have to decide by yourself that these are the things that are needed to cook this Eforiro, right? And how do you get it? You need to go to Oyinbo market. You need to go to
where do you buy?
You need to go to. You get what I'm trying to say? How to get the data and what, right? Then data collection. So data collection is still in the process of data collection, data requirements. They are all in the same bucket. So data requirements are revised and decisions are made as to whether or not the collection requires more. So it's still in the same process of data collection and data requirement, right? So while you are buying, you're saying, no, this you could make it so bitter, but what I was tasting there was not so bitter. Maybe they added small powdered bitter cola inside the Eforiro. Right? How can I get it? You are still getting it. Are we getting it? Yes. So see, the reason why we are doing this is so that you have an idea of what we are trying to do, right? So, for those who were in class, I brought up a problem, right? What was the problem? That we were going to try and solve, try and get insights to poverty in Nigeria, right? Now that is just a problem. We have not started analyzing, and I was going to create a Google form, right? That has a lot of fields, right? And those fields, I'm going to send it out. Every one of us is going to fill it, and we are going to send it out to our friends. And when we have gotten enough data, we are going to analyze this data, get more insights from this data as to why poverty is in Nigeria. You guys agree, right? So you see that I'm already moving in line with what we have here. So I'm still at the initial stage. In fact, it's just the problem stage I am at, right? I've not created any form, not started gathering anything. Even when we gather the data, we'll find out that some things that we put in that, some fields in that data might not be required, or some fields in that data does not speak to what we require. So you guys understand what I'm saying, right? So then we have to understand the data. So how does this one relate to? Okay, so you have to understand that to cook Eforiro, you don't cut the onions like the same way they cut suya onions. Do you get? So I'm trying to see how it relates to visualization, right? So but basically as a data scientist, you have to visualize it and see how does the data relate, right? What is happening in the data? You understand? get small understanding of what is happening around the data before you move on. And then in this process of understanding what happens to the data, you find out that some things might not work. Some fields in that data might not work, right? Fields like maybe, for instance, let's say you're doing house prediction, normal house prediction, and then one of the data, so now you're trying to predict the price of a house, right? And then you picked one of the features that you brought in was maybe the number of wives the landlord has. Now, maybe initially you thought that was a nice feature, right? That you should, or nice information you should gather. When you predict it and then visualize it very well, with respect to what you want to predict, you find out that it actually doesn't have any relationship. So for such things, you should actually remove them, right? So it's the same thing, you have to understand the data by visualizing the data. You understand, right? Then, what I would say, because they are. So now, together with data collection and understanding, data preparation is most times comes with the consuming aspects. Okay, so now, data preparation. So, for those who cook beans, so I don't know how they do eporiro, I'll just try to use eporiro. So if you buy beans, right, all those weevils and all those, the back of the beans, you don't put it inside the pot, right? You have to remove all the things that are not necessary, all the things that you will not eat to make the beans nice, right? So that's what you do during your data preparation. So most times you find out that some, I already told you that you find out that some columns don't relate with what you want to do. You remove them, right? So sometimes you also find out that some rows. So what I mean by rows?
See an example.
Okay. So you might find out that. Okay, it's even yes. So you might find out that some data points are empty. So there are the things you can do to the data points. You can actually interpret it and find out what should be there. One. Or for such cases, you remove the room because you don't want anything to spoil whatever insights you want to infer from the data, right? So those are things that you should do during the preparation stage. Then, yeah.
For instance, data understanding is collection is for analysis. So interpretation of that engineering.
So the data scientist, remember she said, goes further to getting insights. So the data engineer is the one who creates the architecture to receive the data and then provides the data to the analyst and the scientist. So the analyst and the scientist are quite similar, right? But the analyst talks as just visualizing for you guys to see. Gives you beautiful plot with Power BI and the rest of it. But the data scientist is the one who does the most work. So look at the data scientist as a factor, trying to find out or probe the data to find out what is happening in the data. But before he does that, he has to do some, as usual, data analytics work. So you have to do some cleanup and all that. Right?
They work together.
How it works? Sorry.
Data preparation is the same thing as data acquisition. Data preparation.
Yes, it is.
Yes. You talked about dropping some programs. So I was going to ask if you have a large defect now.
Yeah.
You have a large defect. How do you know if you are supposed to drop all those missing values? Or how do you know if you are going to just navigate through the data and go through the stream and say, okay, let me try to put it in or let me try to remove it entirely?
That's where your work as a data scientist comes. You are now the one who is supposed to decide that, oh, I need to wipe this out. Or, oh, I can actually interpolate. So for me, sometimes I interpolate. I've actually not did it before. Maybe once. But most times I interpolate. So in a situation where you have so many empty what's the name? Data point. Will you just delete everything? You just delete everything. You have to find a way to compensate.
It depends on what, like,
Depends on
you know
what-
what you're working on. So the data will tell you like if this is necessary or not.
You get that?
Even if you're removing
But
it,
you
you put it in mind that you remove this so that if you see any change moving forward, like you can bring it back or go back. Like if you gone through the stuff, you notice that there's a circle. So you go back again and collect more data. So the process is like this. If you look at the chart, like the process, it's a continuous process.
Okay, I'll give you one that I encountered. Let me bring it back. Okay, I'll just manage this. So, you have a data set, right? Alright. So, if you have a data set and then you told people to fill their
Let's say 10 minutes.
10 minutes. So, you told them to fill their personal details here, but you also their level of education. Yeah, so level of education, right? And then let's say there were like 4 or 5 different options, right? And then some people feel university degree, right? Some people feel full level. Some people feel this university is BS. Some people feel MSc. Some people feel no. And some people feel so the thing is they didn't feel anything. Right? So what will you do to this one?
You make it done.
Eh?
You make it done.
So that's the person that got, so me too, that was the person that changed my life. These people that if you maybe they didn't want, they are ashamed, they don't want to prove that they didn't go to school again. So they didn't feel anything. So let me just put them on. But sometimes it might not be the case, so you get, it might not be the case. So you sometimes have to prove for that to know or see whether you can actually put it as known or whether you should actually feel it. But you guys understand what I'm trying to say, right? There's another example that I used in the last cohort, which was nice. So I was trying to look for that. So that's fine. Let's continue. So then, the modeling. You want to make can the data be visualized to get the answer that is required. So the modeling, like you said, there are different ways to model, right? So I don't know why we have this. Okay, so basically, if you're going to be training to make predictions, right? There's usually something like the training set and the test set. So continue. So basically, what it's trying to say here is that you need to, when you're trying to make insights to the data, right? Your training set is this kind of a machine learning tool, right? Or your training set is the data that you use to train your model to make predictions, right? Your test set is the data that you use to test how well the model has learned to be. So it needs to be English, right? It's not what I'm saying.
No, it is.
It is. So I will repeat it. So now you have finished doing your data preparation, right? Okay, exactly. We're using the Eforiro bar. So now you have finished cooking the Eforiro. So now you've cooked it. So you can't. Okay, don't worry. You've cooked it very well, right? Let's assume that there was somebody that was with you when you cooked, like when you went to maybe the eatery to eat the Eforiro. And you guys were like, wow, this Eforiro is nice. And I told him, I'm going to cook this Eforiro, right? So we went back, prepared all your recipe. Your recipe is your data, you prepared it very well. And then you started cooking the Eforiro. Now you finished cooking the Eforiro. Mind you, when you were cooking the Eforiro, you were testing it a bit. Has it reached? Has it reached? Has it reached? As you test, has it reached? Fire is burning your tongue, your tongue is no more working well. Has it reached? Has it reached? You then passed the level number of the amount of salt that you should put. Has it reached? Your tongue is not tasting salt again. And then when your tongue was able to taste the non-salt, you're like, yes, it has reached. You guys get? So now you have overdone it. You get? So but now, for you to be sure that you cooked the Eforiro, you need to bring someone who is neutral to come and taste the Eforiro. You guys what I'm trying to get? You guys get what I'm trying to say? Now when you taste it, like, okay, you put too much salt to, or okay, you put too much, you get what I'm trying to say? Now he's a neutral person. He's coming to check whether your Eforiro is like. So that's what happens at the training and at the testing stage. So you train your model to make predictions, right? But there's a very high possibility that your model will learn so much on that particular data that you have exposed it to. So you need a test data to validate and see whether it's able to generalize or whether it's able to make predictions outside, good predictions outside this training. You guys get it? Yeah. So but to get clearer, no. Yeah. So data modeling, that's what we just did now.
Yeah, just more explanation. Like the person asks you for what's the difference between description, predictive model.
So for instance,
So evaluation.
then evaluation is still like testing, evaluating whether it's working fine and all that. Evaluation goes hand in hand with model building because model creation and evaluation are done iteratively. So as you're training, you are testing, you're evaluating whether it's doing fine. You already said that earlier. That's what I meant by you're calling your friends to come and evaluate your Eforiro. Then next, then you deploy. So let's assume that you have finished cooking the Eforiro and now your friend has tested it and now it's very fine. That's when you can decide to open your own restaurant and call it Papakas. You get it? Papakas, Eforiro. You guys get the point now? Yeah. So is it clearer now? Yeah. Or are there still questions? I'm still here. So we can move to the next thing. Today we are going to do coding. I hope you guys are with your laptop. And I hope you know Python. You're supposed to at least have basic understanding of Python. Because learning Python is different from learning data science. But the truth is you can actually learn it as if you're good enough and fast and eager. You can actually learn Python as you're learning data science. That's the truth. You understand? So thank you. So start.
Still remaining after deploy.
Okay, feedback. Okay, exactly. So when you deploy your Eforiro, you need people to tell you whether Eforiro is good. You understand? So God bless you if so if one bad person, I always say bad person, calls and tell you it's rubbish. You get so I hope you guys get the concept now. So that's the process that. So for the project that we are going to work in, it's the same process that we are going to follow till the end. You understand? So we are going to deploy whatever we have done and then get feedback from people to see their own view of what we have done. You understand what I'm trying to say? So it's fine. So I'll get back to you guys on the forms. I'll put it on Slack. So once it's on Slack, you guys can fill the forms, send it across to your friends. Once we gather enough data. If we don't gather enough data, we can't do anything meaningful, right?
So let's do
once we
small
gather enough
data.
data. Once we gather enough
I was
data.
telling you guys about your assignment, like the first assignment. So using the Google Forms, you can see, I can tell like how many people did the assignment and the kind of answers you guys are answering. You can see. Like I said, I'm not going to answer it for you guys, so, because the answer is in the sheet. You can see 65% went for setting up problem for review, and the next question, 88% went for use the insight. The question is reading what is the role of a data scientist, and majority said use the insight, build narrative, communicate findings. Can you guys see? Apart from not hearing me, can you see? You can't answer if you can see. That person there, phone, can you see? You clear now? Yes. Let's try it. So like from the first question, the questions, everything is in the document I attached to this, so you guys can still go back. Like I did not close the form, so you can still go back to go through it. So go to the third question. In the reading, what characteristics are said to be exhibited by the best data scientists? 77.5% of you said thinkers, ask good question, okay, dealing with unstructured situations. So again, the question is, what is the ultimate purpose of analytics? 80% of you guys said to communicate findings to the concern. The next question, according to the report successfully did the job of 71.3% using data and analytics to generate likely economic. Who have done this assignment? Like anybody here? Okay, let me rephrase the question. Who here have not done this assignment? Yeah, I'm seeing the new guys. So I'm assuming the old guys have done it. Why have you not done it?
I don't have access to it.
You don't have access to Slack channel. Today or Thursday. If you have problem, like if you are not on the Slack channel, like after the class, meet me. Or like, because I'm evaluating to take you guys on Python, so during that period you can call my attention to find how. So the next question is, in the reading, how does the author define data science? 73.8% said data science is what data science. Then in the reading still, what is admirable about Dr. Phil's definition? Like this definition about Dr. Tetu in the reading, like if you read the document I shared, and 86.3% said its definition is inclusive of individuals from various academic backgrounds. And in the report by the McKinsey Global Institute by 2018, it is projected that there will be a shortage of people with deep analytical skills in the United States. What is the size of this shortage? 85% said answered 140,000 to 190 people. And the last one, how is Walmart reported to have addressed its analytical needs? 70% said crowdsourcing. Going to the last assignment now. So you can see from this, the second assignment, you can see 80 people answered this, right? It was just like choice, multi-choice questions. Now, I said write article. Only 36. And this is like after 2 weeks. So, how many of you here have not done this assignment? Why your hand is still off? No. Why your hand is still off? Be honest, like why didn't you do the assignment? It's 2 weeks. What? You did not what? I'm right on. So I'm hearing. Anyway, I've gotten the feedback I want to get from this one, but if you still want to do for your own sake, the assignment is write an article about a use case. Like in week 2, I brought some guys here from telco, health, finance, and education to talk about use case in that field. And I told you guys to choose any field of your choice to like talk to write about how you can use data science in that field. That was the assignment. Some people were honest and said, okay, it's hard to write an article. Some people said they don't have any excuse, like they don't know it. Some people said they're hearing for the first time. Some people said because they cannot get into the Slack channel, that's why they did not write the article. And one thing I noticed is, funny enough, people that don't come to class, like do their, like 70% of the people that do the assignment are the people that don't come to class. So now, like looking at that kind of data now, what will you say? It's fine. The reason I said you should, one of the reasons I said you should write the article, in the process of writing one, or even if you bother to try to write one, you get to learn one or two things by, like, not consciously, but like you get to, because you can't, imagine you writing something that you cannot explain. Like, so you want to know before you write it there. That's the aim, so that you guys understand. But some of you still not do it, but it's fine. But if you want to do it, it's up to you. And like you can see, some people submitted 4 times. No, last week was 2 times. Now somebody submitted 4 times. Last week was you.
Can we get the links to
there's no link to any assignment. Okay, the first one you get, but like this second one is just everybody coming to class. Like I told you guys to have like a Medium account. A Medium is where you get to write your own blogs and people get to read stuff. Like, it's not it's moving up like how like is for you to put yourself out there. Like most of you, according to data coming here, some of you want to switch career. Some of you want to just learn new stuff. So whatever you're trying to do, like those kind of things put you out there. Like when somebody reads what you've done, like okay, this person understand that you understand what you're doing. So basically. So like I was just curious and I wanted to know like the gender percentage, and as you can see, males 61% and females 8.9%. And those are the links to it. Like I read some. The one that caught my interest was I'm hard to get, but like faces like heroes, and he gave an example using OK, so it was interesting. Like, so Ebenezer is supposed to start with you guys now. So he's here on time. So the plan is, that's the reason why I did. So he's going to like for some of you that don't have Anaconda and you're having problems with maybe installation, you can use Google Colab. Google Colab is like a web-based. It's the same thing, and everything is installed. So all you have to be bothered with is just internet and run your code. So you don't have to install anything. Even if your RAM is small, like it's already in the cloud. Everything is handled. So he's going to take over from here.
Yeah, so good morning, everybody. Good morning. So my name is Adetola, and he's Ebenezer. I'm taking this class.
Hello everyone.
You have internet.
So how many of us got installed Anaconda? How many of us saw the message I sent on Slack? Hello everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Are we here? Hello. Hello. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are we together now?
Yeah.
How many people saw the message I sent on Slack? Okay, how many people saw the first message I sent on Slack? I think it was on Monday about GitHub. The one about GitHub. Right, where I asked for your repository. How many of us created? Remember I took you through creating a GitHub account last week, right? How many of us created a GitHub account? Sure that, wow, I can count you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, wow. How many of us did not create our GitHub accounts? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Oh, awesome. So it's really important that we do these things. When we're given like assignments to do, things to do after a class, it's important we do them. Why? Because these are part of our learning. It's very difficult to move forward if we don't complete, if we're not moved from where we stopped. So we can't just go over things that everyone has done, because we need everyone to be carried along. I would really like if everyone was here. All right, we need everyone to be carried along. So if we say write a blog, write an article about a class, let's do it. It helps our learning. If we say create a GitHub account, let's do it. And don't be afraid to ask questions. So if you had issues with creating a GitHub account, or you did not know how to go about it at all, I would have been there. Like, you can just Slack me or send a message on the group channel and everything and say, I couldn't create this GitHub account. I don't know what GitHub is. I do not understand anything you thought about creating a GitHub account. I do not get, I do not follow. And I'll guide you through it. You can ask on the channel, you can send me a direct message, you can send Ibrahim or Tola a direct message. And just ask questions. Don't be shy, don't be afraid to ask questions. Because it's a very, very important part of our learning. It's very important. There's no stupid question. Just ask and you get your answers. Are we clear on that?
Yeah.
So how many of us that did not create a GitHub account last week are going to create it before Saturday? Can you raise your hand? If you did not create last week and you're going to create it before Saturday, can you raise your hand next week Saturday? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The rest, why? Do you have a GitHub account? Will you create it before Saturday? Why don't you raise your hand now? Let us feel free. Feel free. Don't be shy. We are together here. Alright. Just feel free. Express yourself. Ask questions. Feel free to ask questions. I keep saying this. Express yourself and ask questions. Alright. Also, I'd really love it if everyone listens to me. Hello, sir. I'd really love it if everyone were here. Alright. So how many of us installed Anaconda? Show of hands.
Please, I want to ask, if you don't have an Anaconda installed in your system, after the class, you can break behind and get to the system here. I think it's just about 500 MB. So who has Anaconda installed that is ready to offer to install for people? Who has Anaconda installed here and is ready to offer to? So he's offering to all people to install. After the class today, can we just wait behind and get it installed for you to the class today? Might not be very easy to download it online, but this you can get it from somebody that's ready to share here. The man on the same line here is ready to share with people.
That works. So can we if you've installed Anaconda, can you open it? Can I see what it's on? Can you raise your hand? I'll just pass it through now. Can you raise your hand? Also. Anaconda. If you installed Anaconda. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Good. Galoch. Awesome. What's your name? That's Ebenezer.